Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Darren, and welcome to the Barrens. Uh, so today, just gonna be me, probably. Becky might join us for a little bit on a different video. Um, Not exactly sure. We weren't really gonna see each other today because just was different schedules. So a little bit of exciting news though. She had our floral appointment for our wedding flowers and stuff today. So, um, also, if you're wondering where I am, I'm just like walking. I live kind of in the country, so there's not a whole lot around, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm just basically kind of walking. Figured I'd get a walk in and record a video while we're at it. So I wanted to take some time to talk about goals. You know, everyone's doing their kind of year-end goals recap and how they did for this year, and did they actually follow through with new year resolutions and all that stuff. So just wanted to talk about a few of mine. So one of the biggest goals that I had set out for myself this year was to write a book and get it published and start selling it. Which, if you didn't know that, I'm an author, and I absolutely would. I would love it if you would go check out my book. Um, it's kind of funny because being an author is it's weird. You think it's going to be this amazing thing, like I thought to myself for sure that oh man, I've got the title of author. No one knows, and it's kind of strange. Needless to say, I haven't sold that many copies of my book, but I'll leave a link to it up here. If you want to go check it out, it's on Amazon. For those of you who are like Kindle Unlimited subscribers, you can, I think, read it for free. Maybe. Don't know. But uh, let's see. And that was one of my goals. Thankfully, I got that accomplished in March. It'd been a 2-year process of just push myself. Like, it was so stinking hard to get it done. And I don't know, I wanted to get it finished because, it was one of those things. If you don't get it finished, you don't get it finished. And, well, that's a problem because if you want to be an author, then, well, you gotta work hard for it. Let's see. Goal number 2 was to run a marathon. Well, it is currently near the middle of December, and I have not been training. So that one, a full marathon, it's not going to happen this year, sadly. But a half marathon, I did accomplish that. I did it twice, I think. So in June, actually June 1st, I ran the Sunburst Half Marathon in South Bend, Indiana, and accomplished my first official half marathon, which was pretty awesome. It's really cool because you get to run into Notre Dame Stadium, which, for those of you who are not from like northern Indiana or from, I don't know, anywhere in the Midwest, I guess, Notre Dame's a pretty big deal. And if you haven't heard of Notre Dame, well, it's a huge college. I think it's considered an Ivy League school. I don't know. Kind of got out of training after that and just took a few months off, which killed my running stamina. So, oh well, I live and learn, I guess. Goal number 3. which this one was kind of, it was a little different, but it was great because, you know, resulted in something really cool. So I had set out at the beginning of this year that in February was 1 year of Becky and I dating. So I told her at the beginning of our relationship that it would be a year of dating before I would even consider popping the question. Well, sure enough, February rolled around and I realized, okay, well, things are serious, so let's think about this. So thought about it for about, I don't know, I think it was a couple months, and finally got things together, asked her dad to go out to a supper, and just kind of talked for a little bit, and finally asked him, you know, hey, would you give me permission to ask your daughter to marry me? And so he did. So I ended up going out a few weeks later and buying the ring, and in July I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. So that was a huge win, because well, you know, I love her. Yeah. Also, guys, leave a comment below with what your goals are for, or like what your goals were for this year, and if you accomplished them, and what are your goals for next year, like your 2020 goals. So I also have a book that I had gotten, that it's like this 300 writing prompts, and it was one of my goals to finish it, which is really kind of difficult, to write 300 things that, like, it's all these different questions. It's really cool. It's kind of like a journal that helps describe how your mind thinks, I guess. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, I'll leave a little box thingy, whatever those are called, up in the corner there. You can go check it out on Amazon, and if you find it interesting, get yourself one. I know it was really interesting for me because it asked some questions that are really what? You guys are good. Who does this? Okay, I want to say these are black walnuts, but check this out. Somebody just piled up a whole bunch of black walnuts. I don't. Who does that? Okay. I don't know. I don't think I've ever, like, look at this thing. It's like the size, almost the size of my brain. Crazy. Woo. Anyways, yeah. Somebody wants some free black walnuts. I think that's fair. So yeah, if you want to go check out that book, and write 300 of your own in the next year, check it out. It's cool. I liked it. And what I did even is I wrote all of the days that I wrote the actual, whatever the writing prompt was. When I wrote it, I put the date and where I was at. I just find that fascinating to do that, just because it kind of gives, you know, if somebody was reading it, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 years from now, they might wonder, and then they would have that information. So kind of cool. Yeah, go check it out. Oh, yes, What was I thinking? Yes, if you are sticking around to the end of the video, man, you are awesome. You are the kind of people I like. So I have some really exciting news. We actually set up a Patreon for our account, which I'll link up here. And so if you are feeling like, man, I really want to support Becky and Darren, we honestly would love to do this full time. If you would like to support us, please go ahead and go to that. We are just getting it set up and going, so I apologize if there's not a whole lot of content on there or not much for you to see, but it is what it is. So yeah, if you like our content, if you like what we do, make sure and hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and hey, you know it's awesome? I'm actually here at one of my favorite trees, which I know that sounds kind of goofy, but I'm a big, I like nature. It's pretty neat. If you guys get that reference, leave a comment below. So this right here is, as far as I know, one of the largest trees in my county. So it is, I don't know if you can tell, I don't know if I can hold the camera out here, but like, this thing is massive. There's a car. So yeah, this thing is like huge. It's probably, I don't know, as wide at the base as I am tall. So I'm probably about 5'6", 5'9", something like that. I'm 5'9", so if that gives you any idea how big it is. It's huge. I don't know how old it is, but it's really cool. So anyways, all right, well, it is cold, it's windy. I am going to get off of here. So, hey, thanks so much for watching, and enjoy your day. Bye. Oh, puppy. Hi, puppy. It's like a golden retriever or something. I don't know. Hi. Anyways, it's giving me the mean mug. Oh, see? Oh, ferocious.